Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. Only brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is going to be a quick video. Basically going into the same thing that we here at Great Millstone always go into, man. All right, I'm going to entitle this, Enough with this black Hebrew Israelites and white this and this, that, and the third. Because the reality of the situation is, right, brothers are going to be coming in from all over the place. And you're seeing this black-white thing that plays very nicely into Esau's plans. We use the word so-called because why? Because when we go into the scriptures, like I'm going to go into these scriptures, like I've done on previous videos, and like our brothers are probably going to do videos on this, okay, which I haven't seen that. So if I'm overlapping, I do apologize. But the reality of the situation is that the Most High had his people, all right, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You're going to have Israelites that look like every single nation underneath the earth. And I'm going to show you that within the scriptures. Okay, so this thing of whites in Birmingham lose it to hearing black Jews speak, that plays into that's not even biblical. Okay, that's not biblical. You just say what, Esau or so-called Jew, or what does it say? Something that's more on point with the scriptures, man. Because this statement isn't on point with the scriptures. Okay, the Israelites, okay, of which originally speaking, yeah, the Jews, going back onto the man Adam, we was all people of color. But right now, you're gonna have a lot of Israelites, okay, whether it be Jews as in from Judah, Benjamin, okay, Levi, and all the rest of the nations. You got some of the Latin speaking tribes that look like straight up so-called Edomites, man. Okay, they look like so-called straight up Edomites, man. The only name that comes to mind now is like someone like Carlos Santana. He looks like a straight up Edomite, but that's one of our brothers, man. Okay, although he's in his bugged out mind right now. All right. You got what other names come to mind? Eva Mendes. All right. Those are Israelites, man. Okay, but then it goes deeper than that, because you got other Israelites that through generations and generations actually look like Esau, like not even any discerning, no Spanish, nothing. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, that's a good example, because that's the Israelite. Larry Bird, okay, Dirk Nowitzki, all right, Messi, all right. These are all, you can clearly see that they excel in what they do, and that's pursuant to the scriptures that the Israelites was going to excel in everything that they do, say, and touch, man. All right, everything that they encounter with, the Most High was going to be with them, okay, in the spirit, to excel or whatever that was going to be, whatever facet of life it was going to be at. Because ultimately, the Israelites, they was going to excel with the scriptures. They got a connection to the Most High via the scriptures, via Yahweh Shai, all right, which Yahweh Shai in the scriptures, this Lord said that in the beginning there was the word, and so on and so forth. Okay, the scripture says that the Lord comes in the volume of the book. So we got a connection unto the Most High, whether it be in knowledge or not in knowledge, and that makes it to where we excel at everything that we do, man. Okay, so this black-white nonsense has got to stop. All right, you got to go with what the scripture says, and the scripture says that we was gonna come looking like old people. That's why here at Great Millstone we use the word what? So-called. All right, you got like I said, you got a lot of Israelites that are scattered amongst so-called white people, and then you got a lot of Israelites scattered amongst a lot of Indians and so forth and so on. We're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Okay, that's why here at Great Millstone, like I said, we use the word so-called. All right, so here the book of Genesis, Deuteronomy 28:64, it says, "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there you shall serve other gods, all right, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." So check it out. The scripture says that the Most High was going to curse us by scattering us throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, he was going to have it to where He was going to have it to where a brother, all right, was going to be sold into slavery, all right, and maybe was taken out there as far as the lands of China, all right. But what do you think that brother's going to do when he gets there, man? He's going to breed with the women that's there, because that's what's always going to be there. But it wasn't one isolated account where that happened. You had a multitude of Israelites being scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. That's why the scripture says that what? That the Lord was going to come and sift the house of Israel from among all nations like corn is sifted in the sieve, because they was going to look like all the other nations, man. Like I said, I've done videos like this before, but these are things that you have to, you got to always bring out, man, because Jake likes to forget. All right, so it says Amos 9:9. It says, "For lo, I will command, and I'll sift the house of Israel from among all nations like corn is sifted in the sieve." So when the time comes, when the Most High says, "Look, this is my people," there's gonna be a lot of people there that's gonna look like the other nations, man. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna look like the other nations. But guess what? In that time, the Most High is gonna give them their pigment back. All right, the Lord's gonna give them. Lord, the scripture says that what? That we shall be changed in the twinkling of an eye. Well, guess what? We're gonna be changed, and in being changed, we're gonna get the brothers that don't have pigment, and we got brothers out. We got brothers here in the London camp that look like so-called white people, man. But you can clearly tell that they're Israelites because they get down with the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai, and they get down just like any other brother. Hell, I say this: some of them. I remember the elder apostle Gabar. He said this in the past. Some of these brothers, okay, that guys like ISUPK and other camps called Edomites. Okay, and crackers or whatever. Some of them brothers are more heavy into the scriptures than some of you guys, man. I mean, well, they are, because if you're gonna be on, I've just read you the scriptures. Well, clearly, them guys out there in the different camps that are talking about black this and white that, and so on and so forth. It's clear that they haven't read the scriptures properly, because the scriptures clearly say that what? That you're gonna have brothers coming in from all walks of from all walks of life, and they was gonna come looking like all shades and colors of the earth, man. That's what the scripture says. All right, for lo, I will command, and I'll sift the house of Israel from among among nations like corn is sifted in the sheaf. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. So the Most High has got this doing a sifting process out here. Okay, now let's continue with the scriptures. Isaiah the 14th chapter, the second verse. Isaiah 14:2, and it says, "And it shall come, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And it shall come to pass, the Lord's no, that's not the one. Isaiah 14:1, it says, For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, will yet choose Israel, and set them on their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Israel." So guess what? Those strangers are the Israelites that were scattered. Matthew 7:35. This is probably the same scriptures that I used in the last video I did like this. Okay, was it no Matthew 7:35? I'm gonna search it. I'm disappointed I can't remember that one. Whither will he go? Oops. Will he go? Go. Whither will he go? All right, now if we go to the so-called New Testament, the New Testament. Let's go among the Gentiles. All right, because people, you got one group of people saying that the Gentiles is the other nation. You get another group of people saying that only the Israelites are only going to come looking like John Shaft. All right. Well, guess what? John 7:35. Well, guess what? All right. They are amongst the heathen. All right. They are actually Israelites. They're amongst the heathen that look like the heathen, but their lineage goes back onto the man Israel. Okay. And you're gonna have it to where, and you got it to where what? Some guys that call themselves black Hebrew Israelites, and they might be black outward, their lineage might go back onto who? Esau or any other nations, man. Okay, but that's why the scripture says that what? The Most High was going to do the sifting. So I'm going to close out with this scripture here, John 7:35. It says, "Then said the Jews amongst themselves, Whither will he go, that we shall not find him?" All right, will he go unto the dispersed, okay, the diaspora, among the Gentiles, and teach the Gentiles? Okay, so guess what? The Lord said, when the Lord was on the scene, the different men that you had out there, they knew, all right, what the scripture said. that what? That people's gonna be dispersed. So it says that whither will he go? Will he go? Will he go? That we should not find him. Will he go unto the dispersed? Going back onto the book of Deuteronomy, 28th chapter, on the 64th verse, among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles, meaning to say what? He was going to go among them heathens and teach what? The Jakes that was dispersed among them. All right. So they understood it back then. So why Jake don't want to understand it now? All right. It all goes back onto the scripture, where the scripture says that what? The deceived and the deceiver are his. So pretty much with that, I'm going to say, all praise unto Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. All the she brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.